In a big setback now for the BJP-ruled states of both Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, you have the Supreme Court now that has put an interim stay on the directives that mandated eateries, you would recall, along the entire 240 kilometer of the Kawad Yatra route to display names of their owners and the staff prominently. That was the directive that came in. Also, Yogi Adityanath said this is mandatory. Now, let's quickly take you through the top takeaways that the Supreme Court's order today is entailing. First is that for now, there is a stay on the Kawad nameplate rule. So that means for now, this is not a rule. People do not need to follow it. The other important takeaway from the top court's order is that notices have been issued to both the states in contention here. One is Uttar Pradesh, the other is Uttarakhand. Now, the next important point is that you will also be looking at responses that are expected from both the states. On what led to this in the first place, the court will then examine their replies and find out whether that is important or not. The next important takeaway again on your screens is that the councils for both states, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, did not appear. They did not appear in the Supreme Court. Why did that happen? We do not know, but their names were called 3 times during the hearing. The next important takeaway is the fact that the Supreme Court has also been apprised that there were a lot of these allegations of people being coerced, people being forced to do this, that they did not want it, but they were forced. So the Supreme Court says we are ready to examine that entire allegation, whether there was an element of coercion when the administration was trying to enforce the rule on the ground. The next important takeaway again is that in the next 4 days, that is on the 26th, you have the Supreme Court that will again reassemble and it will discuss the entire issue. And till then, I think replies will come in both from Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, Harish. But this has been a big, verdict that has come in today. We've seen the petitioners citing that this was discriminatory, particularly against the minorities. But, in a gist, Harish, tell us the highlights of what we've heard from both the defense and the prosecution in this case.
Yes, that's right, Deepthi. In fact, it was around a 2-hour hearing, and the leading lawyers like Abhishek Manu Singhvi appeared for Mahua Moitra, the Firebrand TMC MP, and for the Association for Protection of Civil Rights, the UP-based NGO, Chandar Uday Singh and Huzaifa Ahmadi, the senior advocates appeared. It was, in fact, heated exchanges between the bench and the advocates, because initially the Supreme Court was not inclined to entertain this petition, saying that from media reports we have come to know that this is optional, and voluntary and not mandatory. But then Abhishek Singhvi replied that coercive action is being taken and it's being enforced, and even the owners of several outlets are being forced to in fact, retrench, sack employees who are not willing to give their name on the nameplate as per the order. So Supreme Court felt that it requires to interfere. The advocates argued that in the guise of dietary preferences of Kavadiyas and law and order, this order is nothing but attempt to cause communal divide between Hindus and Muslims, discriminatory, violation of right to employment, right to life, right to religion, and therefore the Supreme Court needs to intervene. Therefore, the Supreme Court found prima facie merit in the petitions and has stayed the controversial order. At the same time, issued notices to Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh seeking the responses by Friday, 26th July. But as you rightly said, Deepthi, today during the hearing, just before issuing the order, the bench thrice called out for, is there anybody from the other side for the respondent states? But nobody appeared, perhaps thinking that this is the first hearing. Maybe a notice only will be issued. There will not be an ex parte order. But without hearing the other the respondent states, Supreme Court has gone ahead and stayed the order, which will be definitely be challenged once councils for the state of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand will appear on Friday 26th. And as you rightly said, Deepthi, their response will be very interesting. they might question the ex parte order issued by the Supreme Court. It's very, very rarely on the first date of hearing such stay is imposed without hearing the other side. But today it has happened. At the same time, one more point it needs to be noted. At one juncture, Justice S.V.N. Bhatti told Abhishek Singhvi not to exaggerate. Don't say things which even the police had not contemplated, saying that perhaps this order was issued to ensure that the Kavadiyas get food with hygiene standard and also other issues. Therefore, such comments should not be made. He also gave an anecdote saying that while he was a High Court judge in Kerala, there were two very good vegetarian restaurants in one particular district. He had gone to the vegetarian restaurant run by a Muslim because that was more hygienic, more neat, more safe and maintain better standards. So you should never look at religious wise. Maybe this order had some higher import to it. That all we will examine. Also we will examine whether there was coercive steps being taken.
Yes.
So all these will be examined on Friday. But as of now, as rightly said, a big setback for Uttar Pradesh government and Uttarakhand government as the controversial order has been stayed.
Yes, a significant order there. Harish, for the moment, thank you for decoding what really has happened in the court and what really has been the back and forth. And clearly, after an order like that, and a lot of politics, remember, that you have seen on the entire issue, when the Supreme Court says that nothing doing for the moment, you need to stop this. Now, this clearly means that the opposition is emboldened. The opposition believes this is fresh ammunition for them that's coming from the Supreme Court. So right from Akhilesh Yadav to Asaduddin Owaisi, everyone says that this is vindication. They say this is the victory of our constitution, of the courts. The reason why they say that this is a big setback for the BJP government.
उसी समय मैंने कहा था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट स्वयं इस बात को संज्ञान में ले और ऐसे कार्रवाई को रोके। जैसे दिया बुझने से पहले फड़फड़ाता है, जो सांप्रदायिक राजनीति खत्म हुई है, ये सांप्रदायिक राजनीति का दिया फड़फड़ा रहा है, इसलिए फैसला ले रहे हैं।
देखिए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फ्राइडे तक रोक लगाई है और वो स्टेट्स को बता रहा है। हम शुरू से कह रहे थे वो जिस तरफ से जो डायरेक्टिव इशू हुआ थे अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, एक आर्टिकल 70 का वायलेशन है, अनटचेबिलिटी प्रमोट करता है, डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है सिर्फ मुसलमानों के लिए, वो आर्टिकल 15 का वायलेशन है।
I'm exceedingly happy. We had filed a petition yesterday. We filed it yesterday. It came up today in the Supreme Court. And it was a completely unconstitutional order against the fundamental principles of our Constitution, against Article 15, 19. And what we have just got a stay on it. So it is a complete stay on all directives. And it is also, there is no requirement to display the identities and the names of owners or employees. There is to be absolutely no requirement, complete stay on ownership, on names of staff, names of owners. I'm very thankful to my party and to my leader Mamata Banerjee, who has always stood out against anything unconstitutional, or thankful to the Supreme Court for standing by us.
So it's not just the opposition that says we are thankful to the Supreme Court. Even the allies, remember, of the NDA, you would recall that in the last few days you had seen a vociferous opposition that actually came in from parties like the Janata Dal United, that's been headed by Nitish Kumar, by Jayant Chaudhary's RLD, by even Chirag Paswan, his LJP. They all said that we are appealing to the government to roll back the order. That did not happen. But today, as the Supreme Court has put out this verdict, they all say that we welcome it.
मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट की इस फैसले का स्वागत करता हूं। हमारा एप्रीहेंशन था कि इससे समाज में विभाजन पैदा होगा। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसका नोटिस लिया, धन्यवाद। नंबर 2, मैं चाहता हूं कि इस कांवड़ यात्रा के समूचे रूट पर शराब और मांस की दुकानों पर प्रतिबंध लगाया जाए, ताकि जो तीर्थयात्री हैं उनको धार्मिक राहत की सांस मिल सके।
I would not like to comment on it. Obviously, they've put an effort behind it. They've heard the views, taken a decision. So we have to honor that. And my opinions are already out there in public domain. I've said it many times. So I stand with what the Supreme Court has. That decision seems fair, and for now, all governments must abide by it.
So you've heard the allies, but do remember, lot of, opposition that we've also heard. But the BJP continuously was reiterating much the same, that this has been done to avoid confusion and also to ensure that everything goes off peacefully. Now, the real reasoning that was given by the UP government when it did issue this entire directive was that it will ensure transparency, would not create confusion in the minds of all the Kawad Yatris who follow these strict dietary restrictions during the Yatra. Now, the Supreme Court, though it has said that food sellers must not be forced to display names of the owners and of the staff that they are employing, but what is the sentiment on the ground? I think this again is a valid question, and we've been getting you a lot of these ground reports earlier. Vendors in Muzaffarnagar have already started removing the new nameplates that they had just put up after this diktat that came in from the UP government. But then there are also shopkeepers who are affected by the latest Supreme Court order. What do they say? And what about the Kawad Yatris? Are they also affected by what's going on, what the court has said? Watch this report that has been filed by our colleague Tejshri.
This is the Shamim Saifi tea stall, and in fact you can see that he has displayed the name of the owner, the co-owner, the people who are working here, Shamim, Nikhil, Rakesh, Deepak, Chetan are the people who are working over here along with the co-owner, and Shamim is also here to speak to us. Shamim ji, अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये अभी इंटरिम ऑर्डर दिया है और कहा है कि जो नाम आपने डिस्प्ले किए इसे लगाने की अब आवश्यकता नहीं है, कैसे देखते हैं?
जब बन गया तो लगा रहेगा, जैसे उनके ऑर्डर आ गए, कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो दुखी थे इस बात को लेकर वे हटा लेंगे।
आप हटाने वाले हैं या फिर इसे रहने देंगे?
हम तो रहने देंगे ऐसे ही।
आप रहने देंगे, क्या कारण है?
कोई कारण नहीं है, बस कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। जैसे जब तक कावड़ चल है जिसके लिए उन्होंने लगाए थे, कुछ न कुछ सोच के लगाए होंगे और आदेश दिया होगा उन्होंने, जब आदेश दिया है तो उसका पालन करें।
We also have Tejshri, who's been speaking to a lot of the people there. And she's joining us live. Tejshri, I think it's an interesting response that we just heard. Citizens do not possibly have a problem with rules. It's the netas and the way they present it, the way a narrative is usually constructed, that possibly vitiates the entire atmosphere, whether it is the opposition, whether it is the treasury benches. Now, what has been your assessment on the entire issue? How have you seen it panning out? And what do people say today?
Well, there is a very mixed response from the ground. On one hand, where shopkeepers are removing the nameplates that are displaying their names. On the other hand, there are also shops like Kadir Tea Stall who have decided to keep the nameplate as it is till they receive a written order from the officials, and that is why they are going to continue. First of all, we'll speak to the tea stall owner and then we'll also speak to one of the Congress MLA. ये बताइए कादिर जी, आप कब तक अपना जो दुकान के सामने नाम ये रखेंगे?
हमारा तो परमानेंट है पहले से ये तो।
लेकिन अभी जो आपने नया बोर्ड लगाया जिसमें आपके कर्मचारियों की भी नाम है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा ये लगाना जरूरी नहीं है।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं लगा रहे हैं, हमें इससे कोई परेशानी नहीं है।
कोई परेशानी नहीं है। All right, so the owner say that he has no issues with it, but yes, politics is also being played also as to what is happening. BJP is saying that it is this particular issue is not a communal issue, but Congress says and Allies of India Bloc says that this is completely a discrimination and they're trying to create really communal tensions. And I'm being joined by Congress MLA from Uttarakhand who is also here in Muzaffarnagar. क्या लगता है आपको सुप्रीम कोर्ट के इस आदेश के बाद आपका क्या कहना है? इस तरह के होर्डिंग्स होने चाहिए, नहीं होने चाहिए?
हाँ, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक बहुत ऐतिहासिक फैसला किया, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस पे स्टे कर दिया जो हमारी उत्तराखंड सरकार और यूपी सरकार जो एक आदेश जारी किया था कि हर आदमी को, हर ठेली वाले को अपने नेम प्लेट लगाने चाहिए, क्योंकि जो हमारी कौमी एकता पहले से बनी हुई उसे भारतीय जनता पार्टी से खत्म करना चाहती है। तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बहुत ऐतिहासिक फैसला किया, हम उसका सम्मान करते हैं।
लेकिन अभी कुछ शॉपकीपर्स जो है, जैसे हम यहाँ पर खड़े, उनका ये कहना है कि वो ये बोर्ड इसी तरह से डिस्प्ले करते रहेंगे।
नहीं, वो उनकी मर्जी है। मान लो कोई ठेले वाला आज बेचारा अब यहाँ खड़ा, थोड़ी देर में दूसरी जगह चला गया, तो उसे भी बोर्ड लगाना पड़ेगा। तो परमानेंट दुकानें लगा सकते हैं, वो बेचारे कहाँ लगाएंगे?
All right. So these are the Congress. This was the Congress MLA Furqan Ahmed from Uttarakhand who says that they appreciate the decision taken by, they welcome the decision that has been taken by the Supreme Court. And remember that it is not only India Bloc, who was opposing this particular notification rolled out by UP government, but also some blocks of some parties of NDA, like leaders like Jayant Chaudhary, Chirag Paswan, and Nitish Kumar as well. They criticized this particular move and said that this order should be taken back. Back to you.
Absolutely. So I think, Tetri, even in this conversation that you got to us, what is largely clear is that when you force someone to do something, there clearly could be a problem. If people are doing this under their own will, possibly this could have sailed through. But we'll watch and see what both Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh say in the Supreme Court. For the moment, thank you for getting us that entire response and that report right there from the entire cover route. With this, it's also time for us to quickly head into a break. On the other side, we are back with lots more.